back to my YouTube channel. In today's video, we are embarking on a journey into the world of homeopathy and shining a spotlight on a homeopathic medicine with the unique healing properties. So, yes, I'm talking about Ipecacuanha, or simply you can say Ipecac. So, if you are curious about homeopathy or seeking natural alternatives for certain health concerns, then this video is perfectly for you. So, watch this video till end and stay connected with us for more informative videos like this. So join me as we unravel the characteristics, indications, and potential benefits of this wonderful homeopathic medicine that is Ipecacuanha. Let's talk about it. Now in detail, we'll discuss about the sphere of action of Ipecac. So its first sphere of action is on the gastrointestinal tract, mainly stomach and intestines. Let's talk about it. So it acts intensely on the mucous lining of the stomach and the upper GIT. Persistent, unrelieved nausea is the main key symptom. Nausea is constant and vomiting does not relieve it. Vomiting is of white, frothy mucus, undigested food, and sometimes blood that is in hemorrhagic conditions. Tongue is very clean or lightly coated, and it is a very important keynote. When there is an intense gastric upset without a coated tongue, there is a hypersalivation, cramping, and cutting pain in the abdomen. And diarrhea often is greenish or slimy, which may alternate with vomiting. Next sphere of action of this medicine is on the respiratory system. So, second most important area of action, that is, the mucous membranes are irritated and inflamed, leading to severe bronchial spasms and mucus congestion. Dry, spasmodic, suffocative cough with gagging and vomiting, chest full of rattling mucus but no expectorations, means mucus seems stuck. There is a shortness of breath, that is dyspnea, which is worse on motion. Hemoptysis means coughing of blood, which is bright red, especially in the tuberculosis. Asthmatic conditions, that is dyspnea with vomiting of mucus. Nose bleeding, that is epistaxis, may accompany respiratory conditions. The next action of sphere of action of Ipecac is on the nervous system. So it acts on the vagus nerve, contribute to the nausea, vomiting reflexes, and disturb gastric rhythm. Dizziness, fainting during nausea, headache with nausea, especially of gastric origin. Children may appear limp, listless, and weak during acute attacks. Next action of Ipecac is on the circulatory system, or you can say hemorrhagic diathesis. So it tends to increase capillary bleeding, bright red bleeding from the lungs, that is hemoptysis, from the uterus, that is metorrhagia and menorrhagia, from the rectum, that is called bloody diarrhea. It is especially useful in hemorrhage with nausea and vomiting, and it is indicated in uterine bleeding, especially after childbirth or abortion, nasal bleeding with gastric upset. Next action of this medicine is on the febrile conditions. So the patient's fever with nausea, vomiting, drowsiness, cough, and chest congestion. The tongue remains clean despite fever. Okay, so these are the various sphere of actions of Ipecac. I hope they are clear to you. And the main wide action is on the respiratory system and the gastric system. Now, next we have is clinical indications. So, this medicine can be successfully used for the treatment of cough, asthma, pneumonia, hemoptysis, bronchitis, nausea and vomiting, stomach pain, diarrhea, cholera, food poisoning, hematemesis, gastric headaches, migraine, nose bleeding, that is epistaxis, cold, heavy period, that is menorrhagia, metorrhagia, menstrual cramping, that is dysmenorrhea, and fever. Now, next we'll talk about scope of a Ipecac as a homeopathic medicine. Now, I will explain this medicine in an elaborated manner so that you can understand this medicine quite well. So, let's talk about this medicine. So, its first action is on the respiratory complaints like cough, asthma, pneumonia, and hemoptysis. Now, one by one, I will be explaining this. So, let's talk about it. So, this medicine has a wide sphere of action on the respiratory system, where it can treat numerous complaints. Firstly, it can give immense relief in cough. It is prominently indicated to manage spasmodic cough that ends in the vomiting. The cough is paroxysmal, which means it occurs in fits at a regular interval. The cough is loose and rattling with excessive mucus accumulation in the bronchial tubes, which carry air from the windpipe to the lungs. Chest feels full of phlegm and the mucus is expectorated with difficulty. Ipecac is one of the best medicine administered to asthmatic patient for dry cough with wheezing, constriction in the throat and the chest, difficulty in breathing, and after cough, vomiting can occur. Person having shortness of breath feels suffocated and rushes to birds, an open window and gas for air. The face appear pale, accompanied by sweating. Asthma worsens at the slightest movement. Ipecac leads the chart of homeopathic medicine for treating asthma during damp weather or sudden weather changes. Its use is recommended for the cases of pneumonia. Pneumonia means an infection that causes the inflammation of the air sacs of the lungs. It's a wonderful medicine for managing suffocated cough. In the children's, where the child becomes stiff and face appears blue, cyanosed. Ipecac can also manage bronchitis in children when there is a spasmodic cough, accumulation of phlegm in the chest, feeling of suffocation. And besides, it is indicated for the cases of hemoptysis, means spitting of blood or bloody mucus from the lungs. When it occurs with rattling cough or from slight exertion, so Ipecac is very useful. Next sphere of action of Ipecac is on the gastric issues on the gastric system. So for the complaints like nausea, vomiting, stomach pain, and diarrhea, let's talk about it. So with its section on the gastric system, Ipecac can effectively deal with the various complaints, most importantly nausea and vomiting. It has shown good result when nausea is constant, not relieved by vomiting also. Its use is recommended when the nausea arises from smell of food, from any kind of movement, jumping, walking, etc., or occur with cough. The vomit may contain watery fluid, mucus, blood, or even food with blood. It is accompanied with bad breath and a thirst. Nausea and vomiting during menses is another striking feature for using this medicine. It is also suitable for managing vomiting in infants who are breastfeeding. Next noteworthy complaint for which Ipecac can be used is stomach cramps accompanied by nausea and vomiting. It can also be given when there is a cutting, drawing, gripping type of pain around the navel. Stomach pain followed by eating ice cream, sour fruits, and unripened fruits or drinking cold drinks is also well managed with this medicine. Additionally, stomach pain from the gas with loose stool is also relieved with it. Ipecac is known to treat diarrhea. The stool is greenish, yellowish, brownish, slimy, and frothy, with extremely unpleasant smell and comes out with excessive gas. It may have mucus lumps or bloody mucus in it sometimes. It has a tendency to check diarrhea that follows eating fat, pastries, and sweets, etc. This medicine is also beneficial for treating cases of cholera. Cholera means an infection of the small intestine, which is caused by bacteria Vibrio cholerae, and food poisoning. A characteristic feature in cases needing it is an absolutely clean tongue with no coating. Okay. The next action of this medicine is on the head, especially for the gastric headaches and migraine. Let's talk about it. So Ipecac also manifests its action on the head, where it acts west to manage gastric headaches with migraine. The silent features for using it is one-sided headaches attending with nausea and vomiting. There is a throbbing pain in the head with sensation of heat being produced. And sometimes there is a stinging pain with heaviness of the head. It has given remarkable result when there is a pain in the back of the head, that is occiput, and the nape of the neck that goes down to the shoulders. And lastly, headaches along with the nose bleeding, that is epistaxis, is notable feature. Next section of Ipecac is on the nose for epistaxis and cold. So let's talk about it. So Ipecac can successfully help in cases of epistaxis, that is nose bleeding, when blood is bright red. There may be bleeding from the nose with cold, cough, or pain in the head, where it is well indicated. Next, it works well when there is a dry cold with a blocked nose. And beside this, there is a heaviness in the head and loss of smell, that is anosmia. Itching in the nose and sneezing can attend to. Next section of this medicine is on the female genitals for the female problems, metorrhagia, menorrhagia, and dysmenorrhea. Let's talk about it. So we talk of the female problems. This medicine is effective in helping women with heavy bleeding, heavy periods, frequent menses, menstrual cramps. The bleeding is gushing and bright red. Nausea accompanies it with pressure across the uterus. There is also shivering and weakness. Menses may occur every 2 weeks. Uterine pain is felt from left to right side. It can help to relieve menstrual cramps attended with constant nausea. Next section of this medicine. So, this medicine can be administered for treating fever. The most important symptom to prescribe if there is a fever with nausea and vomiting, there is a chill alternating with heat, a chilling sensation. A chilling sensation goes up and down the back, excessive weakness is felt, dry heat occurs in evening time. So, these are the various conditions where Ipecacuanha can be used successfully. The next, we'll talk about the doses and the potencies. So, this medicine works equally well in both low and high potencies. The action of this medicine lasts for about 7 to 10 days. If taken in low potency, it can be repeated frequently, and when consuming in high potency, its frequent repetition should be avoided. Okay. So, in conclusion, I want to say that Ipecacuanha is a well known homeopathic medicine, primarily indicated for persistent nausea and vomiting with respiratory complaints and profuse mucus. It acts mainly on the stomach, respiratory system, and bleeding tendencies, hemorrhagic. Its hallmark is continued nausea unrelieved even after vomiting, making it especially useful in gastric disorders, morning sickness, and cough with gagging or vomiting. It's also a key medicine in hemorrhagic diathesis or conditions with a bright red, active bleeding from various orifices. This medicine suits sensitive, irritable constitutions, especially children's, and is most effective when symptoms include clean tongue, nausea, and spasmodic affections of the chest or the stomach. So that's all. That's all for today. If you find this video informative, helpful, and especially valuable, so please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell for more insights into the world of homeopathy and holistic health. So thank you so much for joining me on this exploration of this wonderful homeopathic medicine that is Ipecacuanha, or simply you can say Ipecac. So take care until next time. See you guys in the next video. Till then, stay safe and stay healthy. And yes, thanks for watching this video.